Have you ever experienced a moment when it felt like God was protecting you, even when you didn't see a way out? Sometimes divine protection shows up in the most unexpected ways. Let's talk about it. Sign 1. Peace that doesn't make sense. Have you ever been in a situation where everything around you is chaotic, yet somehow you're still calm? Philippians 4:7 says, "And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." That peace, that's a sign of divine protection. When things are falling apart and you're still standing strong, that's God stepping in to guard your heart. It's that peace that doesn't make sense, but you feel it. God's got you. I remember a time when I was going through a tough season at work. I was stressed, everything seemed uncertain, and I honestly didn't know how I was going to make it through. But I felt this overwhelming peace, even in the storm. And guess what? Everything turned out okay, better than I could have imagined. That peace was God's protection in action. Sign 2. Divine timing. Have you ever looked back on a situation and realized how perfectly everything fell into place? That's God's timing at work. In Psalm 31:15, it says, "My times are in your hands." God is never late, and He's never early. He's always right on time. Whether it's a job opportunity, a financial breakthrough, or meeting someone you needed at just the right moment, that's His hand guiding you. Some time ago, I was really stressed about my finances. I had no idea how I was going to cover some upcoming bills, and I was feeling overwhelmed. But just as I was thinking about what to do, I received a letter from the tax office saying I had overpaid my taxes and they were refunding me some money. That refund ended up covering all my bills, and I even had some left over. Talk about perfect timing. That was a clear reminder that God is always on time, even when we can't see the way. Sign 3. Unexpected protection. Sometimes divine protection shows up when we least expect it, keeping us safe from harm. Psalm 91:11 says, "For He will command His angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways." We may never know all the dangers God shields us from, but trust me, He's always working behind the scenes. I was standing in a queue at a busy open space, waiting to buy something. Suddenly, a woman barged in front of me and made a big scene about how she was in that position first. I didn't argue with her and gladly let her have the spot. Just a few minutes later, there was a terrible accident. The impact was exactly at the spot where she had insisted on standing. The woman was badly hurt and lost consciousness and had to be rushed to the hospital. I don't know what happened to her after that, but I could have easily been standing there in her place. That moment made me realize that God's protection can be in the smallest details, even when we don't fully understand it at the time. Sign 4. People who are sent to help. Sometimes divine protection shows up through the people around you. God sends help when you least expect it. In 2 Corinthians 1:4, it says that God comforts us in all our troubles so that we can comfort others. Sometimes you might think someone is just showing up to support you, but they could be a literal messenger sent by God. A friend reached out to me when I was dealing with a personal issue, and I wasn't even aware I needed help. She listened, prayed with me, and gave me wise advice that helped me find peace and direction. That was God working through her to protect my heart and mind. Sign 5. The still, small voice. Ever heard that small voice urging you to stop, wait, or go in a different direction? That's God's protection too. In 1 Kings 19:12, it says, "After the earthquake came a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. After the fire came a gentle whisper." Sometimes His protection comes through a quiet, gentle nudge. Listening to that still, small voice can keep you on the right path and prevent you from walking into dangerous situations. I remember my husband driving home from work when he felt the urge to take a different route. He didn't know why, but he listened. Later, we found out there was a major accident on the road he was supposed to take. That whisper saved him from being caught in danger. So, what do you think? Has God been protecting you in ways you didn't realize? From peace that defies understanding to divine timing and unseen protection, God's hand is all around us. Take a moment today to reflect on the signs of His protection in your life. Let them fill you with gratitude and encourage you to keep trusting in His perfect plan. Take a moment to think about a time when God protected you. Maybe it was a moment of peace or an unexpected blessing. Share it below if you feel led to. Your story could be the encouragement someone else needs today. Thanks for watching, and remember, God's protection is always with you. No matter what you're facing, He's got you covered. Stay blessed and keep your faith strong always.